Hello and welcome! This is Mouse Gunner, and we're back with some more Master of Orion. So we're on our way to wipe out the Barathi as soon as possible. And we've got a fleet that needs orders. I believe it's that fleet there. Let's join up our fleet. So they're not three distinct different fleets here. And that should be that. And then next turn we'll be able to take on the Barathi. We've got a couple population points coming. So do we need the food production or do we need the production? I say production because this gives us food anyway. So let's get working on that. Although we do have a population bonus going on here still. Matter of fact, tempted to do that. As long as we continue to get population, all the better. And then we have another population point coming over here. I think we're good with the distribution as it is. Oh, hey, you got some scouts here. Who invited you? Now, will it let me attack and not declare war? Because the Barathi did that to me one time, I believe. Or was it was some point in the game somebody killed scouts and I was not at war. So can we attack these scouts? Yeah, it looks like I can and there's no consequence for it, so... Alright. Eat that, Cylon. Okay. Ships are moving and on their way. Okay. So that's it for this turn. So let's progress to the next one. Alright. It's time. And just to be on the safe side, I'm actually going to do a hard save here. Because we're not for sure if the error that I was having before has really truly been fixed. There's been a patch, but we're not 100% on whether or not it has truly fixed our issues. So I'm going to go ahead and jump over here and try and take this fleet out. Hopefully this time it actually works. Take command. Well, we got a loading screen, and honestly, this looks about the same as it's always been. Alright, well, clearly, that bug has not been fixed. It could be that I'm using an old save file, and that's the reason why it's not really fixed. But what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to send in part of my fleet. I'm going to keep the Beetle back, and I think I'm going to keep the Fleas back as well, because they're actually up to date. And losing them would be kind of a pain in the ass. Honestly, losing any ships is going to be a pain in the ass. And I have a feeling I'm going to lose some. But the Wasps I'm going to get rid of anyway. So if I lose them, it's not as big of a deal. The Hornets, if I lose one of them, that would really piss me off. Honestly, any losses here would be just bullshit. But I can't take command. Every time I try, it fails. So I'm just going to auto-resolve. And we'll take what we get. Alright, so we didn't lose anything. I'm not sure. It didn't look like we took much damage. It's kind of hard to tell if that's the health bar or not. But that's the way I guess we're going to have to resolve it. And then we're going to send in... Let's just take a look at the fleet. So we do have a little bit of damage on one of the Hornets, but otherwise no real damage besides. Let's go ahead and send in the rest of the fleet, and we can attack the actual planet here. And just so that I can, I'm just going to save, hard save again. There we go. Not typically what I do when I'm doing these recordings, but whenever you have crashes and stuff like that, I just want to make sure I can get back what I've done. So in any case, let's go ahead and attack the planet. And we're going to drop all the bombs on this planet. We're going to keep bombing it until it doesn't exist. a lot more damage with these fusion bombs and having more than double the number of bombs. And we're just going to keep doing that until the planet doesn't have any more population. Okay, so that worked well. It says we have another fleet that needs orders. Let's take a look at that. Maybe we just did some things with this fleet, so that's why it's saying that. We can't afford the Beetle upgrade. And it's saying none of my other ships need upgrades. I could swear that my Hornet would be out of date, but maybe I'm wrong. The fleas are up to date. Let's just take a look at that. So we've got ship design. What are we on with the Hornet? The 10. Okay, so actually this fleet is now perfectly up to date. It won't stay that way, but it's nice to know. So the Beetle's the only one that really needs it. And we'll have that in a turn or so. Okay. So let's just tell these guys to guard, and that should be more or less the turn.
This is GNN.
The birth rate has returned to normal on the human colony world.
Okay, so we don't get that bonus anymore. All right, so we've got the Space Factory completing this over here, which is just going to give us a little bit more cash. I honestly don't think I have much else for this Space Factory to do. I mean, yeah, we could expand out this way, but aren't that many candidate planets right now, and there's nothing for this Space Factory to technically do right now. So you know what? I think I'm going to scrap it. We need the command points. Get a little bit of money back. We can always build it again later. Okay, so we've got some subterranean farms. I still haven't figured out how to do the warp gates, and that could have been something that Space Factory was doing, but we did it. It's a little late for that. So we have Fierce Prime completing something, which I believe is why we're being told to choose production. What's its pollution at? 20%. We'll have it do a little bit of pollution cleanup. And then we'll queue up an armor barracks here. And why is the pollution cleanup not? Alright, so this game appears to be even more buggy than it was last time I played it. Okay. And we have a toxic processor, just to make sure that this planet has stuff queued up. It does, more or less. So let's take a look at that colony now, because we're going to want to move the growth around a little bit. There we go. Okay. So we'll have that done in 4 turns. Give us some more food. And honestly, the thing that's pissing me off the most out of all this is just the fact that I can't get the warp gates to work. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with those, and there's nothing in the description that really indicates what you're supposed to do. Okay, drop those bombs. All right, getting there. And end turn. All right, so we got our military outpost finished over here. So let's get the other one that we need over there. Get working on that. And I think we're more or less safe, so I'm going to send this frigate back over to the rest of the fleet. It is out of date, so it does need upgraded. And speaking of upgrades, we might as well do the upgrade to the Beetle now. There we go. Now that's up to date. We have we've actually gotten our fleet up to date pretty well here. Alright, so we need production somewhere. Soul. What did Soul do? Let's just see. Armor barracks, okay. Soul, how about you work on pollution cleanup as well? And I'm probably going to take a lot of the population off that project and put it into research instead. Something like that, probably. And then next turn after that, Probably just going to start working on trade goods. So I can get our money up. Alright, let's see what else we got. Got fungal farms. Alright, let's just queue something up after that. So we want a star base. At least that's what I would like to have built. Let's build that. Okay. We have advanced data center over here. And this place already has a starbase, I believe it does. So we need... I'm going to do a marine barracks. That's going to help with morale a little bit. Okay. Good to go there. Get our population, see where it is going on with that. So right now we have a lot going into the completion of the terraforming. You know, I'm going to take some of this research off. We're not really producing any pollution. Get that terraforming done. All right. So let's go back to the fleet and bomb some more. All right, they got one more population point, and then we're done. We're going to wipe out these colonies, and then we're going to go over here. We're going to finish off the Borathi. And because I have an open border agreement, I'm actually tempted to send one of my frigates out to contact the Sakra. Because I did get rid of the scouts. Yeah, why don't I do that? I'm going to grab one of the fleas here. I have an open border agreement with the Alkari, so this shouldn't cause any issues. And we may want to avoid this space over here. Okay, wouldn't this be a lot faster? Oh, okay, so what it's doing here... Alright, you know what? We'll send most of my fleet to keep the Hornet with the damaged Hornet with the Beetle here. And I'm going to do just another hard save just to make sure we don't have another issue. Well, actually, can I even move this fleet this turn? Considering that I did just attack the planet. I mean, theoretically, these ships didn't do it. Yeah, but they can't move. Alright, so there's no point in doing a hard save just yet. We'll go ahead and end the turn. Okay. So we've got the research and we've got some automated factories. Let's take a look at that first. Alright, we need stuff to be queued over here. Alright, so what's the next thing that we need to do? We got that. And that. And that. And we're good. Okay. This planet is producing these things pretty quick, considering that it doesn't have a lot of population. Okay. And that is our Gaian planet, so maybe that's why. Let's do the technology here. So we have better armor. Fortunately, we don't get to necessarily use that right away on our fleet. And I don't think I'm actually going to even upgrade any of the ships to have it. Well, no, we should do the battleship, because the battleship's going to come out. So we'll do the space factory upgrade, because, I mean, I normally can't upgrade those. But let's just go on to the next research. And I want to do this so that we can unlock that one tech. Let's just do that upgrade right now so that we don't forget it, because that should be the only planet producing a fleet for us. As a matter of fact, let's just check Fierce Prime. Okay, so Fierce Prime, getting its pollution under control. Maybe we'll let them do that one more turn, if we remember. Soul Prime is also dealing with pollution, but they don't need to do that anymore. Have them work on some money. How many turns away is that battleship? 6 turns. All right. Well, we got 6 turns to come up with some more command points, that's for sure. Alright, so let's do the ship design here. We're going to go into the Bumblebee. We're going to edit it. And we're going to change its armor to the new type, which is only going to make it a little bit more expensive. All right, and we're done with that. So let's see how far away we are from producing it now. So on Ptolemy 2. Didn't look like it really added on that much time. So, I mean, Ptolemy 2 is a workhorse as far as that goes. All right, so we got a fleet needing orders. Which fleet is that? All right, so go ahead and select this fleet and bring it over here so that we got that done. Go ahead and bomb this planet. That population point hangs on. All right, so now I'm going to do the hard save just to make sure we don't have any issues, because I'm definitely going to take command myself. All right. Attack this outpost. Yeah, see, that's what it's supposed to happen. It's just supposed to be like that. I mean, instant. Alright. Let's send the fleet. I think the cruiser is fine, but we'll send the rest of the fleet over this way. And we don't have that bomber to worry about, so I don't have that as a problem. Alright, these three I think can start attacking. And we'll send the destroyer as well. Alright, get those guys out of there. See how many of those missiles actually make it. Oh, most of them. Oh, their military outposts finally have shields. And that should do in the shields. Well, maybe not. Those are pretty powerful shields. Okay. Get those guys out before they get too close range. Oh, I forgot this cruiser is up to date. So it's got the closer range missiles, which should do devastating damage. Yeah, see, when you have shields, it works out a lot better for you. You know what, I think I'm going to let these guys tangle. Get in close. The shields should protect. Well, the frigates are a little bit more of a liability, though. That should do it. Alright, victory. Alright, so a military outpost is taken out. So I'm going to let one of these fleas go on to try and find the Sakura. Maybe that's all we need, is just to get a little bit closer so our sensors pick them up. And the rest of the fleet, I think I'm just going to send along to the next planet. We were hammering on this planet last time, so we'll hammer on it again next turn. So what other fleet needs orders? Oh, okay, so this guy finally got there. Go ahead and drop off that population point. I would have preferred to put it on one of our newer colonies, but I just need the command points, so kind of why I did that. And how are things going on Gata over here? They're producing money for us. Pretty soon that population point will be popping out. So, do we continue with civil transports? I guess. We could also build a colony ship. I just don't really have a candidate planet, I don't think. I think at this point, it's time to just more or less push for the victory, because we've got dominance in most fields. I think we uncover the Sakura, maybe we can win an election and get a victory that way, because we have a lot more population than everybody else, or some other means of winning, I think is what we need to go for. In any case, let's go ahead and end the turn. Okay, so we've got a bunch of production going on. So let's get on that. Hydroponic farm. Oh yeah, so our planet here. Still assimilating, I guess. So let's go with automated factory. I mean, hey, it only takes one turn. Why not? We might as well queue up some other things here, like government support facility. And we do have the Alien Management Center, which we could have built to get that simulation going. Quite possible by the time we build it, it will be useless. But what else can we build here? Get our population going, maybe, and then get pollution down. All right, and yeah, that's probably fine. I mean, mostly we just need to get the population of this planet back up. Matter of fact, we might be sending that population down there. Go ahead and do that. Ursa Prime, so we're going to have mixed population. At least it should be mixed population. All right, you know what? We're just going to keep cranking out those civil transports for now. Build another one. And we'll get that. Oh, you know what? We do need the pollution processors built. Okay. Matter of fact, we can do that on a lot of planets here. So let's start queuing up some production here. All right. That should be done soon. These guys don't need to be doing that anymore. Get that built. It only takes a few turns to build, so let's queue that up first. What other planets need it? A lot of planets need it. Only 2, for instance. It takes 1 turn. You know what? Put it there. We have pollution. Matter of fact, let's, oh, you know what? Yeah, we want it in 1 turn, though. I mean, this thing builds so quickly, there's no reason to not queue it up on a lot of planets. I'll do a lot of that maybe another time. Let's focus on what we do have. So we've got biospheres. Okay, looks like that's pretty queued up nicely. We already checked out Ursa Prime, so there's no need to do that again. We are already sending the civil transport on its way, and we have an advanced data center. And we still have plenty of things working there. Gata Prime, you're going to build that, then you're going to build that, and then you should be good for a few turns. Okay. So let's do our fleet actions. First, bomb the planet. Oh, come on! Die already! And then we need the rest of our fleet to attack here. And they don't have any defenses, so we'll go on to the next planet. So that's our next bombing candidate, is Lyra Prime here, because it doesn't have any defenses. Well, in any case, I think that's going to wrap up this video. I hope you guys have enjoyed. This is Mouse Gunner, signing out.